Most people wait for January 1st to change their lives. They wait for a cosmic permission slip that never comes. But life doesn't care about the calendar. It cares about your patterns. If you feel stuck, if you feel like you've been drifting in a fog for the last year, you don't need a miracle. You need a system. Over the next 180 days, we aren't just going to try harder. We are going to deconstruct who you were and architect who you are becoming. This is a 10-step deep dive into putting your life back on track. Phase 1, the mental declutter. Step 1, the head vomit. Your brain is a world-class processor, but it's a terrible storage locker. When you feel overwhelmed, it's usually because your mental RAM is full of half-finished thoughts, unsaid words, and vague anxieties. Grab a notebook, not a laptop, a notebook. Write 3 full pages of everything. The anger, the boredom, the skepticism. When you see your terrifying problems written down in ink, they stop being monsters and start looking like data. You clear the cache so the processor can finally work again. Step 2, the brutal 6-month audit. Take a piece of paper and draw a line down the middle. On the left, your goals from 6 months ago. On the right, what actually happened. This isn't a shame session, it's an autopsy. Did you miss your goals because of unpredictable life events, or because your systems were suboptimal? By looking at the comparisons plain as day, you stop lying to yourself about where your time is actually going. Before we get into the heavy lifting of identity, I want to ask you a question. If you don't change a single habit today, where will you be in 6 months? Probably exactly where you are now. If you're ready to break that cycle, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're deep diving into human potential every week, and I want you here for the journey. Phase 2, the architecture of action. Step 3, a hierarchy of controllables. We often fail because we set goals we can't actually control. Get a promotion is a wish. Work 5 hours of deep focus on high-leverage tasks is a goal. Order your goals by importance. This is your insurance for your own time. If your day falls apart, and it will, you ensure that the top 20% of your priorities still get done. Focus on the input and let the output take care of itself. Step 4, shift your identity through nouns. Verbs are hard, nouns are permanent. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to run more," say, "I am a runner." We have a psychological obsession with staying consistent with our self-image. When you identify as the type of person who does the work becomes an extension of who you are, rather than a chore you have to complete. What noun defines your next 6 months? Step 5, systems for your weakest self. Most people design plans for their peak self, the version of them that had 8 hours of sleep and 3 cups of coffee. That person doesn't need a plan. You need a system for your weakest self, the version of you that's tired, stressed, and wants to quit. If your system is so simple it works on your worst day, you'll never suffer from the guilt of a broken streak again. Phase 4, the warrior's path. Step 6, the Kaizen rhythm. In the samurai tradition, there's a concept called Kaizen no Mi, the focus on small, microscopic improvements. Greatness isn't a lightning bolt. It's a quiet rhythm of daily repetition. You don't climb the mountain in a leap. You climb it by focusing only on the next step. Practice one form. Write one page. Lift one weight. Eventually, the movement becomes automatic. Step 7, commitments versus feelings. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are fickle. They show up when the sun is shining and disappear when it rains. To get back on track, you must be guided by your commitments, not your emotions. Remember, the sword that waits for perfect conditions never leaves its sheath. You don't need to feel like doing it, you just need to do it because you said you would. Phase 5, the immediate start. Step 10, accountability and immediate action. The window of inspiration is narrow. If you don't act within the next hour, the odds of you doing it drop by 80%. Use temptation bundling. Only listen to your favorite podcast while you're cleaning or exercising. Send your goals to a friend right now. Make the cost of quitting higher than the cost of starting. 6 months is enough time to become a completely different person. It's enough time to rebuild your body, your bank account, and your mind, but only if you start. I want to know, what is the one noun you're adopting for the next 6 months? Are you a writer, an athlete, a leader? Drop it in the comments below. Let's make this section a wall of commitments. Like this video if you're taking the 6-month challenge, and let's get to work.